Okay, so in my mind, you either decide like I want to contest the remote, and then I think the falsified is a good idea, or you kind of want to start pressuring the centrals. I don't know exactly what this crim has. I assume you have like turning wheel or something like that.
It has one turning wheel. I'll actually just upload the list I'm using.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm using the one that got first at Stevenage.
Yeah. Yeah. So like maybe the right play is actually to falsified, because then that gives you the right information to like then decide whether you try to like which server to attack and like if you have time to set up really.
Yeah, I mean the only thing then is if I falsified, it won't be able to push an Amakua counter, but everything that PD runs is like 5 strength, so I don't think Amakua is going to be the right card anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've also got all of your real breakers, which is like...
Yeah.
Worth more.
Yeah, so sorry, I said I was not going to look at your hand, and I've just been looking at your hand whenever we're at a discussion point, so...
It's fine, I think discussion points are like... I think discussion is better than like...
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather play an unfair game that we learn from than a fair game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think falsified server 1 is the right first move.
Yeah. So what do you call here? What do you suspect most?
I think I call agenda because there are only 3 NGO fronts.
Okay.
And this I could very easily imagine being an off-world office or a Vitruvius.
Yeah.
Which they want to get an agenda counter on.
Yeah. I don't think this is a Vitruvius. I think the list don't play Vitruvius. I think they play Sandbox, Off-World Office, Luminal, and Ikawa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The canon list. Vitruvius might be right for all we know. Like I would, but I don't know. NW put a lot of time in this, so I'm not gonna speculate too much. Having not played that many games.
And I think if I hit an NGO and I lose the credit, it's worth it anyway.
Yeah, I think calling agenda is the right shout because agenda is when you want to contest and actually like lose some credits.
Yep.
Essentially, it's like you need to go fast. For NGO, you can go slower.
And I think I do want to do this first click.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
How disappointing. Okay, so now I think... Honestly, I think I might draw up.
Yeah, I think drawing up is probably the right call here. Okay, that does nothing.
I think I'm going to draw one more and then sure gamble.
Yeah, yeah, that sounds good.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, they're drawing up. That makes me think they don't have the agendas they need.
ELC.
This is a hard one.
Yeah. All right, I finally made it to testing 2. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything I can do that I need 4 clicks to, so I'm going to draw first.
Yeah.
I think the move then... Well, how many credits does that put me at? That will put me at 5 credits at the end of the turn, which I think is fine. But I think the move then is boomerang, like work pull up, because they just did violet level clearance.
Yeah, it could be good.
And they basically have to res it if they don't want to get hit by a DOF.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking. Okay, so it's a 6. I don't know. It's a 6 hand. So they drew 20. So R&D has 26 cards left on a 44 card deck. So
there should
18
be
cards drawn. Yeah,
like half of the agendas.
And I'm pretty convinced
there should be 9 points of
Yeah.
agendas in HQ in theory.
Yeah, yeah.
I think this is a pretty high value.
Yeah, I think
legwork in
legwork
practice.
is a good shout.
I mean, the only thing is based on play, I don't think they had any agendas before the violet level clearance, or at least before
Yeah, I think that's a
turn
good
1
read.
Yeah.
So, based on that, like, I think, yeah, I'm gonna do it, I think.
Yeah, that sounds good.
At bare minimum, it keeps them honest.
Yeah.
We'll see what ice they have.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide if I actually do res here. Just because with the information I have in my hand.
Yep.
Yeah, this is actually an interesting decision point for you to res.
I think with my credit total, I probably can.
Yeah, I think it's a good shout.
And I don't want because the diversion is coming at some point, and so I don't want the boomerang. Like the more value you get out of a single boomerang of me not resing, it stinks. But you're also not going to like install a paperclip here, so it's not going to be.
Yeah, there's no world in which I do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this access could go from like fine to catastrophic, and it'll be really interesting to see how it goes.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, catastrophic. That's how it goes.
That I think has to be a trash.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
that. I have Paul up, but they already have a main.
Yeah.
I think I want to stay at 5 credits more.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah, that value. Pointless purge.
I am running exactly 1 card with viruses, and I don't have any intention on.
Yeah.
So the only reason I'd trash it, I guess, is to prevent a Cyberdex sandbox move.
Or to get more value out of future accesses.
Yeah, that could be another reason.
Yeah,
Paul makes sense here.
Yeah, Paul makes a lot of sense. Jesus, this draw.
It's amazing.
This is like the worst possible draw. I mean, it's not atrocious, but like it is. It's a weird one. That's certainly true.
Okay.
It's like I'm a rush deck. I want to find my agendas.
So, based on my accesses, I'm gonna guess in server 1 is Cyberdex. But based on access, I haven't seen a seamless launch. They haven't been playing like they have a seamless launch. So I think I'm gonna let what's in server 1 slide.
Okay.
So I'm gonna draw up, I think.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
Motherfucker. Oh. We can both have bad draw.
Yeah. Why are you playing 3 mutual favors?
This list is very weird. I think the Aniccams could be diesels, and the list, and like you just put anything else in as the console, and I suspect this list gets better. But I don't know. I'm not.
You think draw 1 more?
I think drawing 1 more's better.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. Yeah, I'm gonna drop the 2 mutual favors.
Yeah, because like you have. What are these bankrolls for? What is it doing in this fucking list?
It's Penny Shaver at home.
This felt bad about getting rid of Penny Shaver.
So let's run a bad program. Let's list that. I'm unfair to the UK because they are generally put up a lot better results than I ever do, but I find some of their choices very funny.
hang on. Can you undo that? Because this is.
Oh right, you're right. I'm sorry.
Like immediately, like you don't let Rashida fire.
Oh yeah.
So you're gonna have to take your last click again.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
understood.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I need to Paul up Rashida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget that this is a thing that people can do.
Yeah.
Me too. I was so hyper focused on Mengiram.
Fine, Rashida at home reses the spin doctor.
What?
This fucking draw.
This draw is my agenda is. Oh my goodness, my R&D is comical right now. Okay, so this is such a bizarre draw. Do I just click for I guess I draw it before I click for credits here?
Yeah, probably. You probably res the Rashida because you don't want to give the...
Oh yeah, I don't want to give the...
Yeah. But it doesn't really matter because there's the Manigarm.
And I don't want to res the Manigarm in time. Like that's been one of the weird things I've been struggling with. Is that the Manigarm is just 4 it's a free gamble whenever the Falsifier is drawn. I don't really want to rest it ahead of time. Like, I'm almost at the point where I could afford it, but I would rather not.
Yeah.
Honestly, I might start hitting archives based on play. Well, no, because there's Cyberdecks.
I mean, the Cyberdice does nothing, right?
Yeah, it does nothing. I don't have anything scored. This is the least rush I've ever seen a rush deck go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I might just, but I think I need to do the bankrolls because I have no money.
The question is how much, like, how
so
many more...
if you're just running archives for the bankrolls, you're spending 4 clicks to get 4 credits.
Yeah,
this turn.
That's not really worth it.
Yeah. In my mind,
I'm going to draw first.
Yeah. The bankrolls are like slow but good money.
Oh, that I needed.
Yeah.
So I'm 100% installing before the end of the turn.
Yeah.
So if I draw another card, I'll have 0 credits to do anything with it.
Honestly, running archives now might be fine. Because, like, no, because there's no, if there's any card, it just gets shuffled back.
Yeah.
Like, the
I think maybe just clicking for a credits is, or like click for a credit daily cast is also okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna be dropping one of these bankrolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bankroll is too slow for this matchup.
Yeah.
It's a confusing card in this list. I can't decide if I want to put the VLCs back in here so I could draw them, or if I want to just draw for the agendas that I need to find here. And I think
I'm sure at this point you have at most one agenda, and it's not like luminal useful. So I wonder how much of that's based on play and how much is based on table talk.
There we go. Jesus Christ. I have seen. Yeah, this is the. Okay. This is quite dumb. Okay, so with 3 credits, the way you get in is install Boomerang, inside job, and trash the daily casts. Click twice on the Mangarm. And I think if you do all that, I'll let you take the agenda.
There's not enough money. Oh, no, there is.
There's exactly enough to do that line. It has to be... Oh, no, sorry, there's a credit short on that line.
Yeah.
Because you need 4 credits for Boomerang and Inside Job.
Yeah.
So I think I just slam the agenda.
Yeah.
Do I even just advance it to go even faster?
No, like if you want to go even faster... Yeah, actually, no, I think the correct play now, weirdly, might be not installing the agenda first, installing the agenda, the NGO, advancing it at once, and then installing the agenda, because then you can, like, res everything, and there's, like,
Oh, you're right. That is slightly better.
Yeah.
Do you want to do that instead?
Yeah. So it's going to be install... So this is spending 2 clicks...
No. So, sorry. What I mean is the NGO in a new remote. You don't even need to...
My goodness.
Yeah, I was about to say, why not put it just in a no remote to give the runner more to think about.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, guys. This is...
I wonder what it is.
Must be an Erdica.
Okay, yeah, so it's spending... It's what? It's 2 clicks and a credit for 5. That's fine. Discards here are weird. Probably a seamless and the... I can't decide between the Ansel and the Gatekeeper or the... Like, I have an Ansel... I have 2 border controls, an Ansel and a Gatekeeper. Or I could discard 2 seamlesses, but that seems silly.
I think you discard 1 seamless and... I don't know which
Probably the Ansel, maybe?
Yeah, the Ansel...
The Ansel's really good on the remote here, though. So maybe it's the Gatekeeper?
So thinking about it is to handle the Fairchild, the runner needs to have
Amina out.
Amina out. And once the Amina out, the Gatekeeper is kind of shit. So I think seamless Gatekeeper is probably
Yeah.
So from my perspective, there's no way I get what's server 1 in it based on the fact that it came from Rashida. It's almost definitely an agenda.
Yep.
Yeah.
Be pretty crazy if you put another NGO front there just to mess. All 3 Rashidas are in the bin now.
Yes.
Very
As
good to
are
know.
all 3 VLCs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, true.
So I think the play is to draw and try and get a doof.
Does the doof do anything? Weirdly enough, yeah. Like this is. So I know you love credit. Like as 419, you love credit denial. The problem you have here is if you doof. Suppose you do boomerang doof. Like you
They
draw
still
up.
have 10 credits with the NGO.
So that essentially the corp is on 15 credits, and you can't contest the remote.
Yep. Maybe I just start pressuring R&D since I'm pretty sure it's really agenda rich.
Yeah, but you don't have the money yet to pressure anywhere at the moment. That's kind of
I think I need to.
Yeah.
I need to drop.
Yeah.
Yay,
Oh great, another one of these.
All right, I'm taking. I'm officially. That's it. This one game is enough. We're taking this Aniccam 419 list off the proven deck list.
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah.
I think it could. I think 419 still could be proven, but this deck is not.
Yeah.
I
also,
think
I was looking.
This
at
is also like
write-up.
a weird draw, a weird and like it's I'm mostly being facetious, but
yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
looking at it. It ran against Precision Design once, and all of its other wins are against like odd decks.
Ah.
And its only loss was against Restoring Humanity, which feels like it shouldn't ever happen.
Jinteki decks are gonna Jinteki. Like I think everyone, having played some Restoring Humanity, like I thought it was a terrible ID, but it actually triggers a lot. Like it's just not worth it as the runner to turn off a drip that's coming next turn. A lot of cases. So
I agree, but it just feels like Polana does the exact same thing.
Sure, but you end up having a smaller, more consistent deck at times. Like I went and like it's not hard to get 7 triggers in like a 11 or 12 turn game, which is what Polana does in that same time frame. So it reads worse than I think it is in play. I don't think it's fantastic. I think Polana's probably going to be better most of the time. But I'm not shocked that there are potentially good Polana decks built in Restoring Humanity.
Yeah, there's the potential. I think the most potential for Restoring Humanity actually is to say, hey, I can just run 6 agendas and Gene Splicer, and then just win off that.
That's also an avenue, because you have enough big agendas or big ice that you already are running in Jinteki that you can just you're almost never resing all of them.
Yeah. You play Bacterial, so when they steal it from
archives, Bacterial makes so much more sense. Yes, you're right. Bacterial and Oboes.
Bin more things, and then the runner hates you, because whenever you play Bacterial, the game it's like, I steal Bacterial. It's like, I'll make a coffee, I'll be back.
I'm gonna draw again. I need money.
Yeah, you need money.
Wonderful.
So I guess one thing you should be looking at is how much money you have left to draw, because all of your gambles are gone, but you've got 2 falsifieds and 2 daily casts and 3 dirty laundries, so you've got enough, and deuces probably as well. So
and all the bravados are still left.
Oh, and bravado! I keep forgetting that bravado is a card, and then I go in, and I'm like, oh shoot, I have to put 3 of this in.
I'm drawing again.
Yeah.
Yay!
This draw is too good.
Oh my god, this deck has 45 card decks are great. I'm gonna draw one more time.
Yeah, go for it.
Yay!
Yay! Just bin most of your hand.
This is 100% trash. This is 100% trash. This is 100% trash. I think there's no way I'm installing Mist Bones.
Yeah. I think this was the perfect discard here. Yeah.
Okay. If this was any other thing, I would probably have double seamless launched here.
Yeah.
I think I just single it.
Yeah, I think you just seamless launched. Yeah. Whoop whoop. I heard you like tempo.
Let me put some tempo on your tempo.
Runner dies inside slightly.
Okay.
So that was worst case scenario, but there was nothing I could do about that.
The question is, do I pull back a VLC or the seamless launch?
I think you pull back a seamless launch here.
Okay. Yeah, I think that does fit with my next turn a little bit better.
Yeah.
So pulling back the seamless launch makes me think that there is something in HQ.
Yeah.
But unless I want to spend all of my credits boomerang Dockwin's passing to get 2 accesses, I don't think that's worth it.
No. Also, don't forget. Yeah.
What?
So what I mean is, you need to think about the agendas. It's similar how against Jinteki you should not run you need 4 cards in hand, because if you access a noble card and can't steal it, you get very sad, because then you don't want to run through the Anansi again. It's like
I need the money to steal an Ikawa.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's also probably how you win this game, by stealing Ikawas, because then that means you need to steal 3 agendas instead of 4.
Yeah.
Yep.
4 agendas, like literally stealing half of the agendas in the deck.
Yeah, I would be interested to see how Vacheron compares to Ikawa in this deck. I suspect Ikawa is better. But if you're winning on turn 5, or not turn 5, but if you're winning on turn 10, I wonder how alive Vacheron ends up actually being.
Yeah,
Does this deck have enough spare influence to afford?
It doesn't. Sorry, for what?
Global Food Initiative?
I think so. The way its influence is spent, right? This published version, because I've been hearing rumors that there's other versions that NWE is still iterating on, is on 2 Lacostas, 2 Border Controls, and 3 Spin Doctors. And that's all 15. And I think you don't want to cut the Spin Doctors in this list at all.
Absolutely not.
The Border Controls feel pretty good to me for just they're great here for HQ and for the scoring remote. The Lacosta is the card I'm least sold on, but also opens up a lot of really aggressive scoring patterns.
Yeah. I feel like Lacosta is probably the first one to get cut, mostly because if runners adapt to contest your more aggressive scoring better, suddenly Lacosta becomes like, this card does nothing.
Yeah. Like, the Lacosta is very win. Like, it's win more, and you do need some win more cards in your deck, but I feel like the seamless launch might be sufficient for that sort of play pattern.
Especially because it's going to be recurring.
Yeah.
And, it doesn't seem like really heavily trash-focused decks are doing amazing, besides, Max Hive Mind, which even then I don't consider much of a trash deck.
So I would be interested to see if the top corp decks become more combo-y, if we start seeing more Imp and maybe even Carnivore, because I think both of I think Imp is it's been secretly one of the best cards to run for a while potentially, but I don't know.
Jeff, just as corp, I think you're rich enough that just res every thing on your board. And just say no falsified value for
that's a good call.
Definitely the NGO friends. I knew that one.
Yeah.
And you knew all of these cards. I just didn't want to res the Managarm when you could potentially disrupt my economy by running other remotes. But now I have more money.
I'm gonna start. Yeah, I'm gonna draw up.
Yep.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Do I want to put pressure? Honestly, I might just boom R&D. No.
You know that R&D is an architect, or a drafter, I mean.
A drafter.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm tempted to dirty laundry Archives here, just to see if you get a spin pop. Probably not, but maybe there's a Nikawa there.
I think I'm going to do that in another click, though, if that's the move I want to draw first.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. But the credit denial doesn't do much.
Yeah.
The money could.
Yeah. I think you two-click.
Yeah.
You're 2-click constrained for diversion of funds. I think this game you're never playing diversion of funds.
I think I might if I have turning wheel.
Yeah, you need turning wheel first, though.
Yeah. So I'm now gonna, I think. Oh no, Cyberdex.
Oh no, it does nothing.
Last click. Might just install Book Altar and go for R&D next turn, but I could do that later.
I think it's fine. You'll still be above 5.
I think installing Book Altar is a good shot.
At some point, you just need to. Yeah.
Yeah.
The issue is, I'm sure you have so many ice in that hands.
This is a bit weird. Okay, so you can hit 9 credits, assuming, or no, you would hit 11 if you have daily casts into gamble. Like you're. Oh no, wait. I know that you have no gambles left.
Yeah.
Never mind. You could, if I install an agenda, you can falsify it for a gamble though, which is probably something I should play around, if possible.
Yeah. But like, yeah.
I'm just
Can
trying
the
to.
runner get? Can the runner get into the remote like somehow?
Yeah.
Without breaking themselves. That's the big question here.
I think.
Because I think that's the point of the PD. It's just like your remote is very quickly becomes like impossible to. Yeah.
So I'm thinking I maybe just install the agenda on the left here.
Yep. Wait, sorry, the
I'll take out my headphones if you want to say it.
No, actually, I mean, like, I think it's fine to. I think you can listen. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
I think I want to install the ICOA here.
I disagree.
You think it's just go for the tempo positive?
Yeah, I think I'd go for the sandbox, and I think I want to put the border control. Oh, sorry, I'm about to.
Border control on server 1. Yeah, no, it's fine. I don't mind. We talked about earlier about, and I've been looking at your hands, so I should be willing to play a somewhat open hand as well. I shouldn't just be too facing it.
I will say, I think open hands is way more important or not knowing it is way more important when running than core.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it's my thinking on installing the ICOA and then like installing border control and either advancing the ICOA or just like clicking for a credit is that it takes one of the 5/3s just out of the game basically, because I don't think 419 could deal with a border control ICOA. But
I actually wonder. No, like I was going to say draw first, but to decrease your HQ density, but that probably doesn't.
Yeah, my HQ density is going to be 1 in 6 either way I install these.
Yeah.
So maybe I go for the tempo positive one and roll the dice on the 1 in 6.
Yeah, actually, thinking about it, you might be right about the Ikawa, because again, that's how you.
That's how I lose now, I think.
Yeah. So, what are you thinking? Install Ikawa.
I'm thinking it's probably install. Oh, actually, you know that all my NGOs and Rashidas are gone now, so because I was like, where's my last NGO? It's on the board. Yeah, so it's just install Ikawa, let you see it.
Yeah. I think you advance it once.
Advance it once. Do I don't overwrite the server, the face down there, do I?
Which one?
No, I don't.
No.
Didn't know
really? That's not where I put the border control.
Oh, you'd put it HQ?
No, I put it on R&D.
Because that's the one place they've shown threat.
So the thing here is, you have many avenues of like going very fast in terms of clicks. Essentially, you kind of have the win in like a few turns.
Yeah. Very
possibly. And if for some reason this list doesn't run Maker's Eye, but if for some reason as runner they decide to they have a book author install, so which means that they can actually run R&D, and R&D is dense. So you don't want to suddenly have the thing they run R&D like 3 times and just rip.
Yeah. I think. I mean, my honest play is if they run R&D, I just spin Doctor back in 2 pieces of ice and like.
Yeah, true. That could be a better way. So yeah, actually think about it. I'm not sure what the best place for the border control is.
Yeah, I don't like it on R&D because there's no major threats, so it just becomes like I get to show off if I'm gonna win and they run it last click. I get to boop them.
Yeah.
HQ is maybe the other area, but I don't think I'm that afraid of a diversion. No. I guess the other option is just keeping it in hand is a low density play. Like I do.
Maybe you advance the NGO now instead of clicking for a credit.
Yeah, I mean it is just better than clicking for a credit. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. So the line where they get into the ICOA server They have to deal with the first ice.
Yeah.
Somehow. Either by installing a breaker, which it costs them a ton of money.
Mm-hmm.
Inside job, which most 419s aren't on, but maybe should be.
I'm pretty sure that every crim should be on at least one inside job, probably two.
Yeah, the fact that this deck isn't running inside jobs, I think, is such a mistake.
Yeah, I think actually, I just don't worry that much about the if you could, it's hard to make it in, deal with the Managarm and steal the Ikoa and deal with an unresed piece of ice and a Fairchild 3 with what's on the board. Like it does maybe happen, but it probably means they're going to 0 credits, and hopefully that should hopefully open up enough of a window.
So as soon as I get into server 1, I need 7 credits and click. I don't think that is ever happening this turn unless I have magic draws.
Yeah.
So I think R&D is going to cost me 2 credits, so I'm definitely going to run R&D once because I know it's very agenda dense. I want to run it like third click, or I want to run it third click, so I have 2 clicks to draw.
Yeah.
That I think I might install.
Yep, that's exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Yep. And now I run R&D.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, this is when you shuffle like
border control and a hedge fund, or border control and gatekeeper. I can't decide. I don't think it matters that much.
I think border control hedge fund is probably like
marginally better.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can keep this from being a 7-0. The DOF is not going to be used. I can draw last click.
Yeah.
Okay, so my line is this. This.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
I don't really care. I'll save my dollar.
How do I get through Fairchild? I think the only way is to get through it this turn is by running first click. If I do that, there's no way I can pay for Mengium. And they're at 13, so I can't contest server 1, so I need Miracle.
Yeah, I think you have to dig out of HQ and R&D here to get the win.
So I think I'm gonna I think I'm just gonna run R&D. I think I'll run R&D first click, and I think I'm gonna let it fire.
Okay.
Well,
the problem is if I think I have a Mangarm Skunkworks.
Jackson.
Yeah.
So I have a Mangarm Skunkworks. I just throw that on R&D if you let the subs fire.
Yep. You're right.
You can't let the sub.
You can let the bounce on HQ, right?
Oh yeah, HQ.
Yeah, you could bounce. You could bounce HQ 3 times and then access 3 cards and cross your fingers.
Yep, that's the move. If I access 3 cards, I'm at 3 credits, so I can steal.
Oh no, you can only bounce twice because you need to save 1 click to steal an Ikoa.
Well, if I'm bouncing twice, I'm only bouncing once.
That's true. Yeah. That's true.
So I think the move then is that I can definitely get through R&D twice. Can I get R&D twice with 3 credits left over? I think the answer is no.
Yeah.
So I bounce R&D. Or I bounce HQ.
Yep.
I run R&D.
Yeah. Good for that.
Do I want to hit? I think I do it the 2 the next turn because this turn, I could get a Rashida.
So my
There's no
question
Rashidas
is
left. There's no Rashidas, no VLCs, no NGOs left.
Or I hit an agenda. So I do it this turn and then I run again.
You can't. You can partially break it.
I mean, I could just break Boomerang. You Boomerang.
Then you'll be a click short.
Of Equal, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think I do single access this turn and double access next. I could.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters a huge deal.
No.
You basically need to be Ikoa agenda to win the game here.
Yeah.
So Is there a Managarm? There is a Managarm, so I can't let it fire, so I have to do no action.
Yeah.
Will this be a...
Actually, you probably don't... I would actually undo here.
Oh, what do you think?
So, because you can spend 3 credits to break the install sub on the drafter and let the...
return to hand sub fire.
Size. Yeah.
But you still don't have
care
2 credits then. That's the issue.
Yeah. So actually, you have 2 clicks and 3 credits left. Oh yeah, you can't steal the UCAR.
Yeah, I don't think it matters.
Yeah. I mean, here maybe you bounce HQ once and then see a bit more, but
and
yeah,
and then hope that you... Yeah, I mean, it doesn't... You can't see enough to win at that point.
Yeah, I'm not stealing
Agendas,
Equalus, so I'm gonna bounce HQ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess the other option would be to have installed the boomerang and just try and sweep HQ, but again, you can't see enough.
Well, this 4-9 list has some good stuff and a whole bunch of terrible decisions as well. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, it's a 7-2. Yeah, I don't think this 4-1-9 list... Like, I don't think I played it very well, but I think the list has more blame here.
It has some issues when it has really bad draws, it looks like.
Yeah.
And it seems very badly positioned against this PT.
Yeah, I think so too. I think this looking at this 4-1-9, I think it has some really good like yeah, let's play a grindy game, and like I get the Aniccam draw, I have the bankrolls, I'm pressuring all the servers, and like PT just goes like, yeah, I don't care, I'm scoring these agendas. What you can do about it?
Yeah.
Yeah. What turn? How long did that go? Turn 11. That's actually longer than I was expecting.
I mean, I didn't find a single agenda until the turn I installed the agenda.
I think you were over half through your deck.
Oh, I was way past halfway
There were
through my
16
deck.
cards left, I think, when you saw the first agenda or something like that.
Yeah.
It was crazy. You drew over it was over like.
I think.
Yeah. It was like 28 cards drawn before you find your first agenda or something.
Yeah, turn 7, I found my first agenda, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is nuts.
Yeah.
But.
And interestingly, this is where 4-1-9 kind of likes a slower game and then just didn't. Yeah, I don't like this. Like 3 mutual favors, but like 1 turtle. Is that the thing?
That seems
What the
like
fuck is this playing 1 Almakua? You need. It's just like no.
This list feels like it was. Yeah, it's very speculative. I actually think I'm gonna take it off this proven and move it over to the testing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two class acts. Why aren't you on 3 class acts? And your only draw is Aniccam and class act, and you don't have any other draw.
I'm curious how it compares. I'm looking at it now. Rotom Appliance put a 9 list on.
Yeah, if you want
I
to.
trust that.
Yeah, if you want to try that instead.
Yeah. I trust Patrick more.
Yeah.
You want to try that? Do you want to switch?
Sure. Yeah.
Cool. Does anyone else want to run or play?
I don't mind.
You don't mind playing, or you don't mind not playing?
I'm happy either way. So I'm going to see if I can look at this Rotom list. Oh yeah, it's uninspired scammer.
Basically the exact same list from before.
Yeah. Yeah, this looks much better.
Alright, let's reload.
Okay.
Let's try and get...
Yeah. I know it's a Rotom list, there's a Caldera in it.
UK and hitting net damage, name a more.
Yeah.
Give me one moment.
Yep, no, take all the time you need. That was also a 48-minute 11-turn game, which is very funny. But it makes a lot of sense. We're talking it out a lot. This is more like a learning thing, less so than a jamming thing.
Yeah.
Rotom's 419.
Yeah.
For some reason, is not accepting Diesel as an existence card. There it is.
Yeah.
Diesel is in fact.
Yeah. Interestingly, personally, like if you give me a deck, there's no way I'm not changing some things, but like this is more like, yes, this is like a very good framework, and I do like a couple of card changes, while the previous one would be like, no, this needs to change quite a lot.
Yeah.
This is more like.
In my mind, this is a very tricky keeper mulligan.
I'm feeling the same. I think my hand is I have to keep. I'm just not exactly sure what my first turn looks like here.
Yeah, I think you have to keep. Yeah, I don't know what your first turn is.
Ooh. Isn't this an interesting keeper mulligan? I think it's a keep, but I'm not sure.
It's. I think it's keepable. It's a weird one because you kind of like Hagen ends up being Hagen and Ansel end up being very scary ice for you here.
Yeah. I'm actually tempted to mulligan the runner hand.
Yeah, I think actually mulliganing the runner hand makes some sense to me because basically your turn 1 play is gamble Rizeki, but then you have to just draw until you find good cards.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
I think against any non-PD deck, I think this is a snap keep.
Agreed.
Is this running inside job is the question. It is not running inside job,
no.
So I'd have to
It has
wait.
3 boomerangs,
So I have 3 boomerangs to contest, and I have no idea if I'm getting those in the next 40 cards. I'm mulligan.
Yeah.
I think I keep. I guess I have to wait to see what I draw to figure out how I'm going to play this.
Yeah, I think if this deck was running inside job, I do keep. This is, I think,
God, that's
different.
That's actually a kind of brutal draw. That I don't like. This is maybe the worst hedge fund I've ever drawn. Do I just double hedge install an ice on HQ?
That's not the play I do.
Because like I really want to get Rashida down,
it's a good
but I can't do that without installing it. I can't do everything I want to do. If I was Asa, this would be a
this would be like the.
Yeah. You could not ask for a better hand than Asa.
Yeah. I actually think double hedge ice HQ is not a bad shout here.
I think it's this guy on HQ.
Yeah, I agree.
And pay 1.
Yeah.
Okay, if I bravado into that click 1, what's the worst I hit? Probably a drafter. Is the risk of hitting a drafter worth?
Is the drafter that bad?
It's really quite tame, I think.
Yeah, you're already at 12 credits. I'm gonna click 1 for the HQ.
Yeah.
Get a res out.
Yeah.
Do I res here is the other question. I feel like I'm tempted to say no. Yeah, I think it's no res here.
No, it's no res here, I think, It's risky,
now
but
I can be pretty confident that there's at most 1 agenda in HQ. Access. That is, I think, a must trash.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
100% that's a must trash. That's always a must trash.
Diesel.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh,
yes.
That is.
Oh, that's beautiful.
1 click is definitely there.
I would actually poke R&D first here, in case you snipe a Nikawa.
Yeah, that's worthwhile. Especially because I think they're low on ice. Ooh. I think
if it's a Nikawa, you steal it.
But it's not Nikawa.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you can't see what I access. I'm more than happy to say I access the violet level clear.
Oh, you trash
that.
that.
Goes in the bin.
You have to trash VLCs, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you let VLCs fire, this deck just becomes bonkers.
Cool.
Yeah.
The worry is that you draw something better, but
the VLC is literally the best card in the list.
Yeah.
It is. It is 100% the best card in this entire list.
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay, did you draw that Spin Doctor?
Yes. Yeah. Top deck Spin Doctor.
Definitely the right call then.
Yeah.
Yeah, there wasn't anything good you could top deck besides VLC. You're right.
Yeah. Oh, now I'm thinking as runner, do you just pull up that Spin Doctor or no?
I don't think so. There are enough things that
I think you save it for Rashida's or Mangarm's if the board state gets dire.
Yeah.
Or even Lacosta Grid.
So this turn, I definitely want to get. I think I definitely want to get Penny Shaver up, and I definitely want to poke R&D.
Yeah.
I have nothing to use that card on, so I think turn 1 I can do a Deuces Wilds.
I would So my thinking here is go Penny Shaver, Deuces Wild, draw 2 card, and then do the expose on the
and make a
remote
run,
ice.
yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a really good one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to use deuces to run, I think, more often than you want to use it
Yeah.
for other stuff.
Oof, yeah.
You already have so much money. I think I keep it. I don't do anything.
Oh, you know what? You know what's a fun play here?
What?
You click Penny Shaver,
Okay.
and then you bravado the remote.
The only thing is, now a drafter is nasty. Do I know what the remote is?
You just revealed it with deuces as a Hagen.
That's why I said it. Yeah.
Good point. Yep, that's the move.
Yeah. And
then,
do I res this to? I don't res this to make $1.
No, you don't res to like. It's literally like. Do you spend 4 credits for a vanilla to bounce the run? No, you don't.
That is such a clever move. I love it.
And this is why I have a laser 419.
Okay.
Sorry, Thomas has.
I could pay for this, but I don't think I want to.
No.
So now I have to run server 2 twice.
Yeah.
Want to get paperclip ASAP.
Yeah.
Drafter Hagen, unless I get paper testing that.
Yeah.
Might as well learn. I think turn 1 is learn what's in HQ and poke R&D.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's really good, yeah.
Okay, so now I can run R&D first click whenever.
Think about it. Do you run HQ and force the? If you force the res, then no, there's enough money for them to score if that's an agenda. So I think R&D is probably the.
I also don't think there are that many agendas in HQ. If there were, I think they would have went for it last turn.
Yeah.
There's nothing face down in archives, so if I hit Dirty Laundry, it's just for 4 credits, but it is a 4 credit Dirty Laundry. I definitely think I draw first click.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's really good.
There's still, I think, no way I get through server 2. So I think it's Sure Gamble, Dirty Laundry, Archives.
I'm actually tempted to draw one more time.
Yeah, I think I draw one more because...
Yeah. I feel you're more draw constrained.
Oh, what a great card!
Yeah, it's useless in this matchup, but great. It's been put. Yeah.
Yeah, it means I can discard it next turn.
Yeah.
Means next turn when I draw, I'm not going to get that shit.
Actually, I think I don't want to use that here.
Yeah. No, I think that's fine.
I think I do this.
Yeah.
I think I add the VLC.
Yeah, VLC is a good shout.
I think I want the draw more than I would want the tempo from using a seamless there that I top deck.
Oh. Okay, if I run HQ, I have a 1 in 6 chance of getting... I'd lose my whole turn, and I would have
make a
1
credit.
in 6 chance of hitting the VLC.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
I'd make 4, but yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's worth it.
I don't think so either.
So the move's probably gonna be pressuring R&D this turn.
Yeah.
Maybe go for Archives in case he wants to spin it.
In case I'm doing something cheeky.
Yeah.
Yes. But I think I still draw.
Yeah. The other thing, you know that once you have paperclip, the remote is weak.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I think trying to get that paperclip out. Okay. Yeah.
I'm just gonna take money. Oh wait, that was the wrong order.
Yeah, wrong order. You want to check it. Yeah. Sick rips.
Oh, wonderful. Do I want to draw one more?
I think you do.
Yeah, I think I do as well.
Yeah, because if you draw a paperclip here, like, you blow the game
Yeah.
open, in theory.
So this one I think is a 100% trash. I think the other one I do is the falsified.
I would say the bones first, but...
Oh, the bones is definitely first.
And then the Rozeki. The Rozeki...
You think Rozeki?
We're on turn... This is turn 4.
Yeah,
I don't think
we're
going...
halfway through the game.
Yeah, it's at this point, it would be easy marking, I think. And it's vulnerable to Hagen, so it's like... It's kind of pretty bad.
Yeah. But Rozeki's broken, don't you know?
Yeah, Rozeki is OP.
Rozeki's OP.
I guess I could pay the 1 just to keep this spicy. Yeah, I probably do.
Oh, yeah?
So I'm guessing that's going to be border control. Two border control Hagen. If I can get the paperclip or mutual.
Oh, actually, before I'm gonna do this on my next paid ability window.
Yeah.
Because I forgot that you have a Poloff installed.
Yeah.
There's a small chance I just lose.
Yeah.
So
if I get a paperclip, I think there is, or a mutual favor, there's a small chance I can contest the server.
Yeah.
It would be 4-2-2. At bare minimum, I could definitely force a border control pop. So I'm definitely going to start drawing for a Poloff or a paperclip. Yeah. That's not what I needed, but...
it's not terrible.
Oh, I agree.
You pressure HQ now.
This is true. What do I think? They did just get a violet level. I still think R&D is worthwhile more as pressure right now.
Yeah, so the thing here is because Jeff used the Spin Doctor, like, usually you want to hold the Spin Doctor as much as possible, but that means that he's scared of you just popping the Spin Doctor away, which means that he probably shuffled an agenda back.
Yeah, which means, and because Jeff discarded 2 cards last turn, presumably there's nothing in HQ.
Yeah.
So the thing I could hit is a violet level clearance, of which the one that he got from the score is already gone.
Yeah.
Likely. Rashida, or I guess the Mangi arm. None of those I care too much about.
Yeah.
So I think I draw
just
again.
run now. I
wouldn't
draw
run now.
What can you draw that would help you for the R&D accesses?
Turning wheel would be it, right?
There's one of Turning Wheel and 27 cards.
Yeah, I think you're right. Running R&D makes sense.
The other thing would be 2 Dirty Laundry, so it's like 1 in 9 that you draw a useful card.
Yeah. Or you could draw a paperclip. That could be like really good as well.
Or I could draw the card that gets me to the paperclip.
Yeah.
But no, I think I do draw one more time.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
There's enough stuff that you'd want to play before. Like if you, there's 3 cards you want to play before the run, and I don't think it hurts you to run a click later. Like you're not stealing a double Ikoa.
No.
Ooh, I don't want to steal it, or I don't think the virus counter is worth the Ikoa.
No. I think stealing the Ikoa was more valuable.
Agreed. I think that's a trash, and then I can run again.
I don't know what card
we don't know what it is.
Oh, Managarm Skunkwork.
Yeah, I think that's a trash.
And then I'm gonna run again.
Yeah.
Well, do I have 2 cards I'm willing to lose here? Armakua is a definite yes.
Yeah.
And then I could... Losing a falsified isn't fun, but...
Yeah.
You do have a lot of credits on Penny Shaver at this point.
Yeah.
So
maybe actually the hedge is what the show gamble is what you get rid of, because you have essentially you have
you're right.
better than gamble on Penny Shaver.
Ooh.
That's
nice.
That's a very nice score. Yeah. All right. Oh, do I actually not score this right now, and do I ice up instead? No.
No, you score that. What are the agendas safest? I think you discard the leftmost card.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, yeah.
A weird discard for sure.
Yeah.
Gonna draw.
Yeah. Ooh, that's really good.
Gonna. I'm assuming it's a border control, but I might as well test it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't a border control. I could have been had there. So now I know there's a border control in HQ. I'm gonna soon be that card in HQ. Both of these cards I can trash, so I'm gonna draw again. I think I'm gonna draw again. You think I should install
No, you should draw again, sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Draw again.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was correct. So you didn't need to discard 4 cards.
I think the last one is the falsified.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay, so if I don't hit this Ikawa project this turn, I lose the game. How do I do that?
Oh, I guess I could have paid 1 there, but whatever. I don't think it's that relevant.
I think I need a top stack paperclip.
I don't think you can test a remote here. I don't think it's feasible.
I think you have to.
Oh, right, there's a border control.
Yeah.
There's a border control. There's an Ansel.
So you have to deal with both Ansel and border control with and so you need to, let's see, it's
HQ
border control eats a click. Ansel, you have to install a Bugalter for it. That's a second click. Like, then the run. So you would have to basically throw down Bugalter, and then without paperclip in the heap, you're just toast here, basically.
Yeah. So I think the only way I win is if specifically has Ikawa on top and then a 2 points agenda below it. There's no way HQ has 2 agendas, so I think the move then is Boomerang, Bravado, install whatever is relevant against R&D, run it again.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a very nice line. I do res here.
Yeah.
Just to make you actually spend the click to get the Bugalter.
Yeah. And not just run it again. Sick rips, sick rips.
Sick rips.
So I actually can afford then
the Mangarm, so you could just run through.
So I'm gonna run again so I can get Ikawa.
Yeah. Sick rips, sick rips.
Yeah, I don't have any other fun tricks.
No.
The simple fact that this deck has 2 Amakuas does make me think it's a bit better, but...
It doesn't have 3? It has 3 Amakuas.
Oh, it has 3. That's what I meant.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I was going to say, I expect this to road from. It's just like, this is the best card in the deck, and maybe I should play 3 of it.
Come on, 1 in 20. 1 in 20.
If I trash... Okay, so I access R&D first, and
then make your decision on trashing, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
Well, I guess this is a very good...
Alright, well, I'm going to chalk that up as a win on my side and move on. I mean, that literally is a 1 in 20.
I think this was definitely heavily in the Corp's favor, but I think this 419 build is just overall better.
Yeah, I mean, I will say winning, like, I agree this 419 is definitely better. I'm not sold that 419 is up in this matchup at all.
I completely agree, and to me what was most evident is how 419, and I think that's a Crim issue in general, is your multi-access sucks. Or, like, people don't play enough multi-access, and you just, that's how, it's, this game and last game, the main thing is, like, this is the remote, and as the runner was like, how do I contest the remote? And you just go, I don't. And then you go, all my central access is, actually putting pressure on the corp, and you go, not really. And, you are like 1 out of 22 in the game here as runner.
Yeah. Yeah. So if we're trying to do a reg Crim, maybe 419 then just isn't the right base. Like, I'm wondering maybe Zaya would be a better. Or Zaya.
So I think to me the issue with Crim is right now, if you're trying to deal with precision design, you have a very narrow window where diversion is good enough to win you the game. But due to the density of tempo positive agendas that precision design is running, it's very, very narrow. And so then normally you draw out the game as Crim and single access 17 times to win kind of thing. But that doesn't work. So you need either more turning wheels or real multi-access, I think.
I agree with that.
And like, so if you did have I don't know, I'm gonna say Conduit. I don't think Conduit is necessarily the right card. Maybe Stargate's the right card. Maybe Crim is. You have to move a little more further afield. But like, Conduit or Stargate on R&D completely changes how PD has to play out this matchup and does slow them down and gives you some more windows. But wait, other monitor. There we are. This seems slow.
The game go right here.
This is definitely too slow. It's 3 ice and an agenda and an NGO. That seems too slow. Yeah, that's immediately a much better hand.
I think mine is pretty much what well. What do you think, Onion? Or Simply the Onion?
I think you're missing a draw effect.
Yeah. It's just money, but I guess just money is exactly what I need if I want to contest HQ.
Yeah, I mean, I think you can, in theory, just make a lot of money and just spend clicks drawing, and then you can just start challenging the remote when I start presenting threats.
Yeah.
To some
degree.
Yeah, we don't need a breaker because we are Wu.
Yeah, and I have at least 3 flies immediately.
Yeah. True. Yeah, I think it's fine to keep this.
Okay. So I brewed. I got a deck for Tau.
Got a pile ready.
Yeah.
This is where Wu running a DOF would have been perfect.
I just posted it in case people want to have a look.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Definitely first click draw. Oh.
Oh, okay. That's a card we play.
I might even install it this turn.
Yeah, I think that's a good shout. Yeah.
So I think then it's...
Well, so your other option, sorry, I'm just looking at your hand, would be gamble, install telework, click telework.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, that might be better.
I think that's better, which is why I say it.
I can do anything in 3 clicks that I was worried about doing in 2.
Okay.
Ooh, this runner has... I made a runner. It has 0 late game, but that's fine. It's fine. It's got...
Don't need late game here.
Nietzsche has decided to cut the late game.
Right.
Yeah.
They're at 7 credits. What's the worst thing they could res? Honestly, not very much.
No.
Yeah, I'm not presenting much in the way of threats.
The question is, do I click hope for a flame out? Or no?
Click, draw flame out, install, run once, and then likely, if that's we know that it can't be a noetic.
So my question, what worries you actually is, I think, is Managam. The ice you don't is actually not that scary. So I wonder if the best thing is to woo out a Mayfly and just go for it, because you have a really good credit differential with the core.
Yeah, and then I have 2 credits. Yeah, and then I make credit differential, and then last click I could telework. I think that is.
You do probably. I guess you can remove 1 Mayfly from the game. It doesn't really matter as long as you can recur your other ones.
Yeah.
You just need to have 1 left over to repeatedly simulchip.
I'm trying to think which of my 2 ice I res here. This one's more expensive, so.
Yeah.
Like the other one has some fun upside, but I think it's this one.
So the question is, do I make him trash my ice? And I think the answer is no, because I don't. Well, what 3 credit things could?
So it could be an off-world office if I seamless advance and score, and I'm at 7. That's the threat, I think.
Well, all I'm thinking about is what the other ice could be.
Drafter and Gatekeeper are the other 2 pieces of ice I could be threatening here.
Yeah, I forgot about Gatekeeper, so I'm definitely gonna break it fully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No for that. Oh. I think I do trash it.
Yeah, I think that's a good shot.
Because I do have, I can then just like,
Yeah.
and I think I'll do the draw for the last one.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
This might be the wrong line, now that I think about it a little bit more, but...
I think I'll start for falsified agenda server 1 to keep him honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I know I can run it if need be.
Yeah.
So that's going to be my main goal for the rest of the run. This is, so I have 0, 6. So I think I need more credits before I make the run, and it's unbounded. So I think I might even have to do the run last click. I don't think there's anything for credits that you can res.
I mean, he can res, but then he's broke.
What?
He can res, but then...
Yeah, he reads border control and break and like...
Yeah.
But then...
Yeah. Gatekeeper is the scariest res here, but...
Yeah.
Oh crap, I goofed it up. Sorry.
Yeah, just undo that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Don't get too greedy.
Yeah, so the question, I probably do just let you get this agenda here rather than go broke.
Yeah, I think you do. Because otherwise, like, you end up clicking for credits. Well, no, you don't, but like...
So now I can be basically sure whatever is here isn't a gatekeeper. I could imagine hypothetically border control or Fairchild.
Ansel. Yeah.
Or Ansel.
Or, I don't know. Magnet. I don't think Magnet is part of the...
Oh wait, I don't want to... I didn't realize I had 2 clicks left. Whoops.
Yeah.
I like... just was like, oh, I just drew a bunch. Okay, well, that's good to know.
So there isn't anything that he can res at 5 that he couldn't have already resed at 4.
Yeah.
So a run here almost definitely is going to be worth cost exactly 6 clicks and whatever I need to cost to trash one. I think I need to draw first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
With that, I might actually just let him get whatever's in server 1.
Yeah.
So I'm going to leave, I think, telework and then just do burr.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Okay, Rashida. I'll live.
Yeah, telework is interesting because initially I was like, yeah, telework's bad. And then I played around with it and it's like, it's fine. It's like...
Yeah, the numbers aren't bad. Like, what convinced me was that it's just as efficient as a Liberated, just slower and less money.
Yeah.
In total, but the efficiency really makes it feel not bad.
Yeah, it's interesting because like you're like, oh, it's slower and less efficient. And I'm like, oh, well, that's a good sign that it's probably a bad card. But I think the thing in its favor, unlike Liberated, is it also is bounce back econ.
It's probably the best econ resource in System Gateway, I think.
But there's smartware, man.
What?
Smartware is infinite value, don't you get it?
Smartware has a higher efficiency than Katie Jones over an infinite length game.
My design so far in the green level clearance tournament is I have not installed smartware once.
You're playing correctly.
I think I've installed like once and
Okay,
mostly
so server
tossed
one
it out.
probably is going to be 11 to break through. Right now I can get to 11 exactly, but that'll make me completely broke for the rest of the turn. They're at 0 agenda points, so I think I'll let it slide unless I get a really good draw.
Yeah, I think one of the things you want to build, you can build up for, is also the way I think you actually beat PD is you kind of lock them out a little bit, and then at some point you just conduit and blow up their R&D.
Yep.
That's the actual way this deck wins. Is it?
Now I actually have a threat on server one.
Yep.
I think I let it go.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Too many cards you want to keep.
Yeah, I think that diesel was a misplay here.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, I think the diesel was a misplay.
If you want to undo the click, I think that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't really. Again, we're all learning this deck at the same time as well.
What do you think made it a misplay? Just because I'm not going to be able to play all 3 of the cards I drew?
Yeah, like
this deck is very finite fuel, so
yeah,
dumping them is a little bit dicey compared to installing a simul chip and clicking telework here.
Yeah.
Or even yeah, that's good. Yeah.
I think I'd rather install the Mayfly, but
it depends what you value more. Mayfly is a more click efficient play, but simul chip is the more like, where's the Mayfly? But it doesn't really matter because you can grab the Mayfly from anywhere. Actually, I just installed the Mayfly.
I mean, they're going to be afraid of my Mayfly no matter what.
Yeah.
And because of the overclock, like, I think we're going to be running it anyway.
Yeah, you do want to probably install a simul chip before you make your last Mayfly run, because it gets very weird to use otherwise.
Yes. I agree. I think I need Mayfly and simul chip so I can get the next Mayfly.
This feels like a very awkward play. Let's just do it this way.
So I definitely think the first click is Diesel.
I disagree.
Okay, what do you think?
I think you want to keep the corp honest here. I think you poke archives and HQ. Because Inca was the thing you want to steal. Like, the thing is, like, your hand is actually pretty good already. Like, you can already pressure, like, with what you have in hand, you can already pressure the remote. And the corp is on 0 points.
Yeah, and if the core had an off-world office or a Cyberdex in hand, they probably would have put that in before. Yeah, I think you're right, and I don't think I'm running one legwork, but going for that legwork probably isn't worth it.
Yeah.
So I think you'll just find whenever you find a legwork, you can probably play it, but you don't dig for it.
Yep, I agree. So I'll start with let me make sure I remember view order. It's already res, so it doesn't matter. There are 2 non-discriminates.
Yeah, technically, if you run it, so actually no, it's technically better to run HQ first. Here's why.
Why do you think?
Because I know you're on Polop, I actually have to use my Spin Doctor here. Once you make the HQ run. Yeah, so it's,
right.
You're right.
Yeah.
But if I run Archives and you pop Spin Doctor, I guess I do still run HQ because you always want to have like one agenda in HQ.
Yeah. And actually, if he pops the Spin Doctor now, that means that you probably don't bother with archives.
Yeah, that's exactly why you run HQ first, because it saves you a click.
Yeah.
Because I have to respect the Polop.
Yeah.
Hey.
Ooh. Piece of candy.
Huh?
So if I'm threatening server 1. If server 1's Ikawa, I just win.
The thing is, you really want the simple chip.
What?
You really want to.
I need the simul chip up first, so that'll give me one click left. That gives me 1 click left, and they're probably running a border control. Do I do a overclock simul chip just to pop the border control?
So you have one other program which you can always woo out and then install the simul chip and just bounce it. So I actually think I might be wrong to prioritize the simul chip as much as I am.
Yeah, that's true. So my question is, like, I know contesting the. I'm thinking about the Wu deck. You have very limited resources here, and like you contesting the remote is like using up the resources. The other thing is you ran HQ, and then instead of just seeing a card, and then you essentially cleared a card from HQ. So whatever you run in HQ again, you get fresh access from HQ no matter what.
That's a good point. There are 2 Rashidas out. Yeah, I think you're right. I can just keep going HQ.
Yeah. I mean, I do this generally no matter what deck it is. Like, if I steal an agenda, or like, it's okay. So usually here, I'd say, like, I've seen enough of HQ. I don't need to.
So at this point, if I diesel, I have to then play something in order to make it work.
But you could install your simul chip last click here, and you'd be fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
call diesel. Now the question is, do I do simul chip or flame out? And I think I do simul chip.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, because you can't put anything on the flame out just yet.
Yeah.
But I definitely want to do a flame out before the end of the turn I make my Mayfly run.
Yeah.
Is that wrong? Should I have put that on server 1? Yes, I should have put that on server 1, I think.
Really? Oh, yeah, you definitely should, I think.
I think I do falsified first, and I pick upgrades.
Yeah?
Just to keep Corp honest.
Yeah.
Now, what do I think? The first or the second one?
The true 50-50.
Okay, Cyberdex.
Okay.
Will I have enough? I almost definitely am not going to be able to break all 3 of these ice.
So, looking at this Wu deck, I don't think you're in a rush to contest. Because you actually have a win con on centrals. Like, you actually have...
you can actually just, like, you want to dig, I think, for the contaminate, so that you can just go conduit, contaminate, win the game.
Yep, I think you're right, especially because I have 4 agenda points.
Yeah.
I do think I want to get flame out up this turn, though.
You can still draw first. Yeah.
Yep.
I would honestly keep drawing here before I install the flame out.
Yeah.
Do I have 2 things I'm willing to drop? The answer is no, so I'm not going to be drawing again.
I would honestly just draw again.
I don't think I have 2 cards I want to drop, though.
I mean, the main thing is the remote is becoming completely disgusting. So, like, I'm at the point of, like, I'm going to abandon the remote plan and win off R&D.
Okay.
I think at this point. Yeah.
If that's the case, then I drop this card, and do I just drop false? No, falsified's econ.
Yeah, falsified's good. I think you dropped the
overclock. No, that's econ.
I mean, I think it's the bravado and maybe the Polop.
Yeah, that'd be my initial thought.
If you're not contesting the remote, those are the 2 those are remote cards. So
yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, because essentially now I think you have 2 ways of winning, which are legwork and conduit digs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not even sure if legwork is actually that good because
in theory I should be just throwing stuff in server 1.
Yeah.
So there's no way that they could score, but there's no way they win. So I think I'm gonna start with some drawing.
Yeah.
And you can even call falsified for econ if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know the other one's an upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would keep drawing here, I think.
Yes, I think I agree.
I would keep drawing. Keep going.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, you're done installing. Daily Cast is dead at this point.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, maybe just falsified for econ, or install the flameout. Either is fine, I think.
Yeah.
They're basically the same play.
I think I like flameout more as a play, but
yeah. And I would get rid of the other. Yeah.
Definitely get rid of the other daily cast, and I'd say falsified.
Yeah. No, I'd get rid of the other flame out and keep the falsified in hand.
Oh, yeah, that's a better move.
Yeah. You can. I would probably just fix it now. Yeah, and then get rid of the flame. Yeah. Flame out is unique. That's the big thing. Yeah.
Oh, I never.
I never even noticed.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other advantage here of keeping the falsified is if Jeff.
Sorry, I'm gonna play this slightly smarter.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I don't need to seamless here, but I really do.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't add the VLC. I just keep adding the seamless back.
Yeah.
And
I think
then
seamless is more thorough. Yeah.
I do that on R&D.
Yeah.
Could start hitting HQ. I know likely the gatekeeper is now either in the remotes or on R&D.
Yeah. The thing is, if there was an agenda in HQ, it would have gone straight into the remote.
Yep, exactly. HQ is blank at this point, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was there a point for the corp to try to fake an agenda in server 1?
Yeah, I think so, but because of the falsified, I'm not sure that's the.
So I have at least.
No, that's totally true. I think potentially faking an agenda in server 1 is definitely a line I should think about.
Yeah.
Like
Iqua would win you the game here, right?
Yes, Iqua wins me. But the thing is, I have to install advanced the Iqua. I can't. So that's
you have the two, you have the La Costa and the Seamless.
Oh, you're right. I don't. You're right. I don't. So yes, that was definitely the right play.
Yeah.
Okay.
Though, yeah. So that's 100%. The risk is that just makes not seeing a single contaminate at this point is very good for me.
Yeah. I think about this, Scott. I think I would keep the falsified in hand. The reason is because as a point, at any moment, because of the La Costa, they put something in the remote. You need to find out if it's a Nickawa or not.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. And I'm not ever going to be using 2 overclocks in a turn.
Yeah.
So there's now something in a remote. I guess I should poke it.
Yeah.
I do that first quick though. Yeah. It's definitely going to do agenda.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't care about that.
No, I think Ikawa was the only thing you care about.
Yeah, so I think you can just keep trying for.
Yeah. I would probably in similar chip here, I think.
You think? Oh,
or conduit.
At bare minimum next turn.
I wonder if you actually install conduit there so that you're saving yourself a click you're 100% going to use versus a click you might use.
Yeah, that's a good shout. Yeah, probably undo and do the conduit instead.
Because you're not really going to, Hagen's not a threat, my sandboxes aren't a threat.
Yeah.
A few turns earlier, you probably wouldn't have done this though, right? Because you want to keep the information hidden.
Yeah.
But now, now it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
That has to be that.
Okay, this is where it gets interesting.
Yeah.
If this is, So I have a 1 in 6 chance of getting a contaminate if I do a random draw.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm just gonna run R&D 3 times.
Well, so I actually might say you can probably contest the remote, and here's why I say that. So the worst case scenario is it's either like 2 gateways and a border control, or a gatekeeper and 2 border controls. And I think you actually might have. Do you have enough money to do that twice? Or 3
Almost
times?
definitely. I'm going to be the first run I'm going to do as an overclock run.
Yeah, and then your second run you get to simul-chip out the Mayfly and use the 9 credits on Flame Out. So you're getting each Hagen is 4, 5, 6. So that eats up. So you're spending 1 credit. So you're spending 2 credits on the overclock plus any ice. Yeah, maybe you can't get in twice. I don't know.
I mean, so effectively I have 30 credits to get in twice because I'm going to get 5 from... 29. I get 5 from overclock. I get 9 from flameout.
Or 4 from overclock, yeah.
Yes. 5 minus 1. Most likely I'm going to be using all those credits each turn. So I have 29 credits. Hagen is going to cost me
12 of those.
12 of those each time.
Or no, 6 each time, but 12 credits to go through twice.
And
like if there's gatekeeper, that's already if you're not breaking the draw, you're already also paying 12 for that, so that's 24, and 2 unknown eyes. And if those are 2 border controls,
then you're going in 3 times through that, and that's just too much money.
And if it's like another border control and a gatekeeper, you're also paying too much.
Yeah, so I think it might be click 1 Diesel, try and find the Contaminate.
Yeah.
There is a chance that server 1's a Cyberdeck sandbox or a Cyberdeck Spider Sweep. I'm not going to operate on that. Yay, no luck.
Darn it.
Okay, so I guess the question is, do you just run R&D 3 times here?
I think that's...
Or do you draw for the second Contaminate and then run twice if you miss it? I feel like seeing 1 fewer card is significant there, so... You maybe just run.
Yeah, I don't... Because especially because the second click is going to be the one where I could seal equals. I think I start running now.
Yeah.
Yeah. More importantly, the second...
yeah, there's no world. I was thinking of doing dirty laundry instead, but there's no world in which not to res these ice.
Yeah.
Oh, you can do a neat trick here. You don't need to break all the subs.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Smart.
Because you save $1.
Mayfly.
My bad there.
Yep, just give yourself $1 and trash the Mayfly.
Yep.
Yeah, the Mayfly's getting trashed anyway. Yeah.
Yep.
That's cute. Well, that's nice.
Oh.
Yep, and now you get to click Conduit and see 2 fresh cards.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm trying to
So you click on Simul-Chip.
Yeah, I think the right move is just... oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
I guess you could have compiled... No, you don't want to compile here.
Right, no.
Then if you just click on Flameout, that should let you host, I think.
Yeah.
Yes, but it's weird interface.
Yep. Then I guess this one is free, right?
Oh, wait. Me being dumb.
Yep.
There it is.
Yeah.
Wrong run.
Yeah. Now you can also do the Q trick of like not breaking 1 sub on the Fairchild 3 and trashing the...
Yeah, I guess you could have even saved dollars on the border control because you don't care about how much money I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, the money didn't make much of a difference here.
Yeah.
Does the core border control this run?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Well,
so
they
that they can steal Equa?
What I have in my deck.
So the reason... So I lose to... Wait, is Ikawa the only agenda left in my deck? This is
Yes.
6-9. It's 2 Icoas.
Yeah, then you definitely border control this.
Then yes, I definitely have to border control here. Never mind.
Yeah.
So now I only am going to be able to get 1 access.
But it's all Icoas, so you don't even make the run.
Yeah.
What?
So, like, this is just a thing where, like, if you know the deck I'm playing, and you... This deck... So, there are 9 points of agendas in our... there are 12 points of agendas in our score area. The remaining 6 points are 2 Icoas. So you literally could not steal it here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's the
So
right
if you have
play.
an Icoa, that's GG.
Yep. The reason I was thinking about not trashing the border control was because I knew that wasn't an Icoa, but... okay. So...
That's quite the clown car there.
Honk honk. This is where now you struggle to res your stuff because of the Jaina UI.
Yeah, I think new name is Flicker Stack or something like that.
So so for the people, let's see. I need to do the math here. 1 in 8. So I drew both Icoas. One is in server 1, the other is in my hand. The question is, do I want it in R&D or in HQ? And I think it's probably HQ, I think.
Yeah, I think... so HQ legwork is kind of the only thing that messes with you.
Yeah, versus... Well, but it's actually harder to get accesses on as many accesses on R&D here, right?
Fair, yeah. So maybe you do draw harder here.
Yeah, I mean this is like
are accesses on R&D that much? Like, how much does he see on R&D?
So he'll see 2 cards on R&D versus the 1 of legwork into HQ to see 3.
Yeah.
But I can make it a 1 in 8, which is so close to the 1 in 9. That you can access HQ for... You could just run HQ for, like...
Yeah.
Run Conduit on R&D once, twice, and then, like, run HQ last click.
The other thing is, if you do the Spin Doctor play here, you are click taxing better, I think. Because essentially they need to... Yeah.
Right, they need to run either Server 3 or Archive.
Well, the thing is, they can still run HQ here, but with the polyp.
Yeah.
Oh no, I've seen the polyp is in the bin now, right?
Yeah, polyp is in the bin. Yeah.
So now
if you know that they're only playing 1 polyp, which we assume this is, like, we know the deck lists.
Yeah, or we haven't. We might even see all of the influence here.
I think I'm going to be able to
1, 2,
get
3, 4,
2 runs on R&D. The first one I'm going to have to do through compile.
Yeah.
I can trash flameouts. So doing a compile run is going to cost me 7 credits to gain 1 virus counter, 1 access.
Yeah.
I then have to install Simul Chip in order to get my Mayfly back. That's going to cost me 8 credits. And then to break the second time, I spend 6 credits. Yeah. So I think my best situation is I'm going to be able to get 1 access in R&D, hopefully be able to trash something, then 3 accesses on R&D and 1 access on HQ with a dirty laundry.
Yeah. The important thing here is because of the way the corp played, this tells you that they drew both Ikawas and they put 1 in the bin.
So I think you have to click 1 DL archives here.
Yeah.
Yep, you're right.
Just to make me put it in.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, what this means is I don't think I'm going to be able to get I'm going to be able to use my conduits.
That's correct.
Yeah, you can only use
Yeah, I mean, like, you also... This was... I think, honestly, most of the time you do win this. You just got super unlucky with all 3 of your contaminates being in the bottom quarter, or, like, bottom 15, bottom 30 of your deck. So this is
like still like a 50-50-ish matchup.
Yeah. I don't know. I think actually if you had hit the conduit here, you had this locked. Or if you hit the contaminate, I mean. I think honestly, I would look at this list and try to fit some VRcations. Like, just cut some of the underperforming cards and put VRcations in for this matchup.
There's already 2 VRcations, I think. In the
list.
list.
Are there? Okay, I might be. Yeah. Yes, there are 2. Okay, so yeah, you missed Diesels and like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe you want an Earthrise or 2 instead of the daily casts.
Yeah.
But you definitely need Econ in this list, so it's tricky.
Yeah.
So
I think you actually just run. Oh no, you can't even just run through. I think you just actually have to run HQ and hope I was bluffing. I think that's actually your out here.
Yeah.
I'm not in this case.
Bummer. And now you launch your Equal project seamlessly.
Yeah. Double seamless power play.
Also.
Oh, that was the wrong card.
Was about to say you misclicked, right?
I did misclick.
There's a Nikawa in there.
I'm assuming there's one. I believe you.
Yeah. Here, I'll just go.
Do you not? So you now have a quintuple.
Advanced CVS.
Oh my goodness, this flickers. Okay, I'm gonna just do this so that I can then go and.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's like, oh god.
Virtuous count is just
So
for
it actually
flicks.
wouldn't matter, but I never could make a conduit run.
Yeah, flex time.
No, I think I got unlucky there, but
yeah.
Even so, like I do think this deck still is like a toss-up.
I agree. Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, I mean that's it. So like, look, here's the thing: if you had contested this remote once, actually no, I'm not gonna do Res All because that causes a hell sound. But so if you contest this once, right? You let me score through this remote once, and then you get through this remote the rest of the game for nothing. Yeah. So that is a line to think about.
That's fair.
Yeah, I think that would have been the right line. I think that in general is, I think, the right line in more Wu, because you aren't going to have the best dice possible.
And like, so the other world is one where those are like Ansels and Fairchild 3s. But then you would have had the tempo to contest early when I had no money. So yeah. I don't know. I think, I suspect with like, if you practice the Wu deck a lot, its win rate will creep up. I don't know. I don't think it's ever going to be 100% or anything like that. But I think this Wu deck could have a high ceiling against the PD, and then it's how much do you want to play against the rest of the matchups.
Yeah. I mean, I still think this Wu probably has good matchups. Like, has a good matchup spread.